Hello, people, YouTube, right here, the Malik Aaron. Before I get to this monstrosity, McKay time, I guess. What's McKay's again? Got like 8 DVDs here for like $11. It's pretty cool. So now I'm going to show you what's in here. There's some good stuff, some mediocre stuff. It varies. Alright. Going through this whole thing. Alright, first off, Deep Impact. I got this because, well, I already have Armageddon, so it only makes sense to get its counterpart, basically. Except in this movie, no one really wins. People die. Pretty spectacular fashion. So yeah, what's that? Next up, a video game movie, Silent Hill. Now I haven't played any Silent Hill games. I know. I'm sorry if you. I know some Silent Hill fans gonna be like, you haven't played the games? Unsubscribe, or like, you know, they're gonna dislike this video. I'm like, I can't play all the games in the world. I don't have time. I have other things to deal with. If I did have time, I would totally get some, but that new Silent Hills game, the one I got canceled because Konami are being stupid, as usual. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I heard this movie's alright compared to most video game movies, but the sequel is just absolutely horrible, so I'm not going to review that probably ever. So, yeah. Next up, another video game movie. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. I haven't played this game either. I know, I'm terrible. But that's just how it is. I mean, I saw this and I was just like, you know, I could give this a shot. How bad could it be? I mean, it can't be much worse than like a Assassin's Creed, right? I mean, it cannot get much worse than that. So we'll watch that. Hopefully it's good. Alright, now we're going to get into more serious territory. Oh boy, American History X. And basically, yeah, this has some very heavy subject material. That's clearly something YouTube would not appreciate. So yeah. Yeah, you have like Edward Norton and like his brother little Danny. And it's basically they're like white supremacists. And then like Edward Norton like does something truly horrific, gets put in jail, and then he realizes the error of his ways, to try to stop his brother Danny from going out on that same path. Spoiler alert. Didn't work out for him. So yeah. I'm just interested in this because I heard Edward Norton is phenomenal in this. So yeah. Besides, I like controversial movies, as you can clearly see. You can clearly tell I like more controversial movies. I mean, one of the most controversial movies I had in this collection, well, it's not here anymore because I put it up in like a little container. It was The Killing Joke. Like, that's... And then like Team America and Borat. I like controversy in my opinion. So, another personal favorite of mine, I, Robot. I grew up on this movie. And I still like it to this day. Honestly, I mean, this was when Will Smith was like at the top of his game. But then he fell off and yeah, now he's doing Netflix, so it's not great. Next up. Movie that's actually going to get mentioned a lot. It was mentioned a lot in Batman v Superman. Superman Doomsday. This is based off the Death of Superman comic. And some people have very mixed opinions about it, how they handled it. I mean, it's almost like The Killing Joke before The Killing Joke, but this didn't have, you know, an infamous moment. It was just like they did the thing and then they added more stuff to it because you clearly can't have the movie solely on the death of Superman because it's really not that long of a story. So yeah, that takes some liberties. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to review this, so here it is. Superman Doomsday. And what's weird, Doomsday is not even in it that long, so I don't know why they named it. Now a notorious movie. Oh boy. Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. This is not the excellent trilogy we have now. No, this came before that. This was in a weird time. And I mean the CGI, not CGI, costumes and makeup are phenomenal. But the story is terrible. Mark Wahlberg just breathes real heavily through the whole thing. And then the ending. Not even gonna get into that, so yeah. And finally, Jarhead. Yeah. Another controversial movie. Not because the subject matter is controversial, but because of mismarketing. And to all future, any studio, Warner Brothers, Paramount, especially Paramount, Lionsgate, all of you, I know you're not going to watch this video, you probably won't, but please, when you mismarket, don't mismarket to piss people off. That is bad. Don't do that. People will turn on you in a heartbeat. If you're going to do it right, and they're doing a way where the audience goes like, ooh, then boo. Because ooh is infinitely better than boos. So yeah. So hopefully they listen. They probably won't. But one can hope. Right? Yeah, that's all the stuff I got from the case. Now on to the review. This thing, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Personally, I never wanted to review this movie. Ever. But then I thought about it and I eventually got it. Mainly because I want to get Amazing Spider-Man 1, but then I kind of realized can't do one without the other. So I had to give this. It was cheap. It was like $5. But yeah, it's bad. So the movie starts off and I'm not even gonna bother with spoiler warnings because none of you should watch this movie. And if you do, if you enjoy it, cool. For me, it's absolute garbage. So then I'm just gonna go from point A to point B, scene from scene. So in the beginning of the movie, we don't even start with Spider-Man. We start with like a knockoff Jason Bourne like scene where you got like Peter's father on a plane, Peter's father and mother on a plane. One guy like he has to upload a file, I believe, like upload something, and then him and the captain. Well, was it the captain? Some weird generic evil guy They fought. They shot a plane window, which means all the plane windows going down, which means the whole plane going down. And then he uploads the file, and then it just starts out of nowhere. Peter's just flying from the sky. I don't know from what, but he's just flying. And him being Spider-Man, the one good thing about this movie is the costume. Because the costume last time wasn't that great. Everyone roasted it and called it a basketball. Here is it's more accurate to the comics. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure everyone's favorite Spider-Man suit now is the new one in the MCU. But this was pretty good too. This, the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man suits and the new Spider-Man suit in Spider-Man Homecoming, they are top notch. Made Spider-Man, but this one was good. It's one of the only good things about the movie. And so Spider-Man's now facing the Rhino, who was played by Paul Giamatti, and my goodness, he's a cartoon. It's so sad. He has so much talent, and he's reduced to a live-action cartoon. And he's not even in the movie that long. He's laying there for like not even like 10 minutes of screen time, which is weird because they advertised him all the time. He was on the posters, he's on the DVD cover, and Venom in Spider-Man 3 got way more screen time than Rhino. I mean, I bet if you cut Rhino out of the movie, not a whole lot would change. I bet. So Spider-Man saves the day and whatnot, being a Spider-Man. And then has his little graduation, he kisses Gwen, and then he has these somewhat hilarious daydreams of like Gwen's dead dad. He's just like, remember what I told you, stay away from her. And the look on his face on Peter's face is absolutely hilarious. So they have like this will be, won't be trash relationship. And like Gwen Stacy, I mean, Emma Stone is a really good actress. Not much is clear. She won an Oscar, so she clearly has some talent. But I don't know what direction they gave with Gwen Stacy. She's supposed to be so smart, yet she's so dumb. Honestly, like, especially later when like we meet like Electro, he's learning his powers in Little Times Square. Everyone's there for some reason, and they're not running away. They're just standing there. But electricity is flying everywhere. So what does Gwen do? She grabs on to a metal bar when there's electricity flying everywhere. If you know science or logic, you know when lightning or like electricity touches metal, whoever touches it is going to get shocked. But she doesn't know that, and she's a valedictorian of her school. So dumb. She's almost as dumb as Lois Lane in both Superman Returns and Batman v Superman. But she doesn't quite reach those levels. But anywho, so up to Electro, played by Jamie Foxx. I mean, he tries. I mean, Jamie Foxx, again, great actor, won an Oscar. So he's clearly great. But I don't know, like, he's not given much character, except like one day, like during the whole Rhino action scene, he's in the middle of the action. Spider-Man saves him, gives him confidence, and then he becomes a stalker of Spider-Man. He becomes self-obsessed over Spider-Man. And then, like, he's at his job at Oscorp. What a coincidence, right? And so Gwen Stacy's working there, and then even better with Electro. The way Electro gets his powers is fantastic. So he has to, like, everyone's like, he's kind of treated bad. No one takes him seriously, so he has to go plug a thing, and these like two cords together, and he's trying to pull them together, and then he just falls, and then the electricity, like, under him is like a pool of electric eels, and what they do, I never noticed, but after a couple times watching this movie, it is so hilarious. So he has a gap in his teeth, right? And the electricity fixes the gap in his teeth. I'm not making this up. If electricity from eels does magical dentistry. Who wrote this? Let me see. Alex Kurtzman. Oh yeah, the dude who botched The Mummy. Oh. And he killed the whole Dark Universe in one movie. Well, no, it makes sense. No, I understand. So, yeah. There's that. And also, so many plots. So little time. We have Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn. You'd think Norman Osborn would be the Green Goblin, but no, he dies. He doesn't even die in a cool way. He dies from, like, goblin disease. And then Harry gets it, and, well, probably took Norman, like, a long time for it to kill him. For Harry, it's just, like, it goes so quick. It's kind of hilarious. So, Harry, he needs like a cure or something, and he needs like he suggests that Spider-Man's blood, would help him or cure him, and so he tries to get Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just like, that's not a good idea, and Harry's just like, you're gonna do it, and Spider-Man's just like, no, and he just web swings away and whatnot. But that's not all. Even more plots. Peter has his own problems. Aunt May, she has to be a nurse for some reason. And then, like, Gwen Stacy wants to be with her, but she's going to Oxford in England. Before she goes, a bunch of baddies he has to, fight. But even after that, there's more. They have a little Spider-Man montage, him being Spider-Man. One scene was he's like in a drugstore, and then he changes into Spider-Man. He's all sick, and it's supposed to be funny. I'm like, eh. But then there's one nice moment. You got this kid getting picked on by bullies because of his little science project. Spider-Man comes in and saves the day, and then hangs out with the kid. That's almost like, that's pretty nice. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'll give that a plus. But after that, Electro gets captured, and then like Harry, who still has this disease, wants him and Electro to team up to get the hero. And there's that, and then Harry later in the movie, he somehow, with no training, no experience, no nothing, can just ride the goblin suit because writing. And then even better than that, so Spider-Man has to save the day again. He fights Electro, and Electro, kid you not, he uses what is dubstep, and I'm just like, look, Sony, I know you want to be cool. I know you want to be hip. That was clear with the Emoji Movie. But with this, no! Stop it. I haven't even mentioned all the Sony product placement. They have their TVs, their computers, their phones. It's ridiculous. It's so outrageous. All the product placement is absurd. Oh yeah, and then Peter, he has to build like a little new web shooters so he can I guess reflect from the electricity. So he watches like this YouTube video of this dude who has I don't even know. It doesn't make any. If you watch the movie, his YouTube page, it's clear some things don't add up. They make no sense. And he learns it from that. And then he does it, and there's a little montage there. And then even better, he breaks a calculator, and then that calculator has coins, and he uses the coins to go to the train station, goes to the train, and then his dad is just like, alright, son, I didn't tell you this, but blah, 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 evil bad guy, blah, 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 Norman Osborn, blah, 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 and then I'm so exhausted from even talking about this. There's so many plots. Yes, then the end happens when Stacy dies. And then Peter stops being Spider-Man. And then he's back to being Spider-Man again because the kid he has helped before decided to be stupid and wears Spider-Man outfit to face the Rhino, who now has a big old suit. And then the movie ends with we seeing Spider-Man swing like a little manhole to Rhino, and you think, oh, this is so awesome, and then it ends, and you're just like, what was that? It's the worst ending ever. So what they got right? Spider-Man's costume, that scene with the kid, hanging out with the kid. The acting is okay. I mean, they weren't given much, clearly. But they did the best they could. I mean, yeah. The visual effects look alright. The bad. The story. The plots. The 100 plots. Sony doesn't realize they did the same thing with Spider-Man 3, and look how that ended. And then they did it here, but here it's actually worse. They did a worse job. They end up like... It's just... and then they do some stupid stuff that I already mentioned with electric dentistry, and then Gwen Stacy holding on a metal bar, and then that YouTube video you see in the movie, and then the fact that coincidentally he broke a calculator that had coins that goes to the train that gets messed from his dad. I give up. I quit. This movie is awful. It's just awful. And I'm glad it didn't do as well as Sony wished it would. And then everyone was like the hype for our Spider-Man movie was at like an all-time low. And so, Sony did the smart thing and decided to team up with Marvel. And that's how we got Spider-Man Civil War. And that's how we got Spider-Man Homecoming. But here it is just awful. The worst writing ever. One of the worst endings ever. And this was all made just to set up a stupid universe that would have had one of the things they mentioned, I kid you not, there's a whole bunch of rumors, was an Aunt May spy movie. Could you imagine? That would be hilarious. But yeah, this movie is just bad. Don't ever watch it. It's truly awful. You will just... Either you're going to get infuriated or you're going to scratch your head just like, what did I just watch? It's bad. I'm going to give this... No, I'm not going to be that cruel. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. Really bad. Don't watch it. Please don't. I don't recommend it to anybody. Also, I haven't mentioned... There were so many deleted scenes. Goodness gracious. So many deleted scenes. One of them shows, spoiler alert, Peter's dad is still alive. And then he goes to Peter. Well, Peter's like at his grave. And they have like emotional talk. I'm just like, why wasn't this in the movie? What has so much impact? But Sony, they care about that money. They don't care about quality, clearly. So... yeah, and then Mary Jane was supposed to be in this movie, but then she got cut. And then Amazing Spider-Man 3, if it would have happened, it would have had the dumbest plot in the world, where Peter would basically become a mad scientist, and then he would resurrect not only Gwen's dad, but Gwen! So the ending of Amazing Spider-Man 2, if Amazing Spider-Man 3 happened, the ending of this movie would mean nothing. It would mean absolutely nothing. I'm done with this movie. 3 out of 10. It's garbage. It's trash. Sorry about that long rant. Match time, I presume. It's going to be Brock Lesnar against Samoa Joe in a rematch from Great Balls of Fire. A match that I thought was incredibly disappointing because Samoa Joe, he looked so strong in the beginning, then one F5 later, 1, 2, 3. Terrible. They did the same thing with Braun Strowman. It's real bad. So we're going to see that match. Hopefully he gets his redemption right here, right now. Alright. The Destroyer is here. I've been on the show in a couple weeks. Gave me some time off. But now I'm here. And I'm here too, boy. Oh, it's Brock Lesnar. Oh. Brock going up on the attack on Joe. Kind of the opposite of what happened to Great Balls of Fire, but whatever. Oh, and now he's going to Suplex City. Oh my goodness. Broke his neck. That is 1. Oh, that's 2. And he's going for a trifecta, Oh, that's 3. A 4. Oh, it's 4. Oh, what's he doing? I think Brock's gonna do something epic. He's gonna do something epic. Oh, and he's done. Now, shoot him style press. Whee! Oh, Brock botched it again real bad. Joe taking advantage. Oh, Senton. And Joe showing no mercy to Lesnar. Kick in the head. What's Joe doing? Oh my gosh. Going right after Brock's neck. Joe is just living up to his name, being a destroyer. A kick. A stiff kick right in the face. Oh, wait a minute. What's Joe doing? Oh, Joe, no. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, this is gruesome. Broke Lesnar's neck. But Lesnar pops back up. He's superhuman, clearly. He clearly no cells being dropped on his neck. And then... F5. It's over. Again. 1, 2. It's not over. Joe actually kicks out this time. So this is much better than Great Balls of Fire. And Joe... of another. What's Joe doing now? Just lands on him. What's Joe doing? Look at Joe. He's taking Lesnar to Suplex City. How ironic. Jeez. And then another one. On his neck the whole time. What's Joe doing? Oh no! Coquina clutch. Well, he had it, but then he let go. Joe, what are you doing? He has it again. Well, trying to get a decent hold on him is difficult. Trying to do this off camera. So hard. Here we go. Yeah! He's got Lesnar. Come on. There we go. Die. Whoa, Joe, that's going a little too far. Okay. Pass out. Alright, that's a little better, I guess, but still not great. Choke out, turn purple. Well, his face isn't going to turn purple because this is an action figure. Unless I paint his face, which I'm not going to do. But, I think Brock Lesnar's gone. He's passed out. Go do a hand movement. 1, 2, 3. He's done. Joe, you did it. You got your redemption. Of course I did. I'm the destroyer. I'm going to destroy everyone when I arrive at the Royal Rumble. I believe it's next week, right? Yeah. It's amazing how fast this goes. Alright, so what's the next review? It's a satire with puppets and Matt Damon. It's made by the guys who did South Park. Team America World Police? Yep. Sweet! About time you do something like that. When are you going to do the South Park movie? I don't know. I'm trying to find a regular DVD of it. If I can't, I might have to go for Blu-ray, but I don't know. That's gonna have to wait. Well, fun. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, and if you don't, if you don't, well, Joe should know, shouldn't threaten people. That's a bad idea. Fine, I won't threaten anybody. I won't give anyone the cookie in a clutch. So I guess I'll just see you next time. Joe is out.